We got us another goodie. What up, world? It's your boy BA for Real 100, and welcome to Get Your Bars Up Media. Salute, salute, salute. So, we pack up in this thing. Next up, URL Ultimate Madness. This would be Brooklyn Hanz versus Big Hanz. Now, this battle right here, man, it was some intensity right there. It was some animosity. It was some anger. It was some, gave me that very good street vibes, that street feel, you feel me? With that being said, getting into that first round, Brooklyn Hanz goes first. Brooklyn Hanz, tall brother from Brooklyn, just talking, looking down, talking to Big Hand. He was doing this thing, and I actually like this first round transitioning to Big Hand. Big Hand, you represented today. You represented today, even though you didn't get any reactions from all the little crowd that was in there in the background, doing all of that craziness. You did your thing, sir. But with that being said, first round, I had to give it to Brooklyn Hanz. I think Brooklyn Hanz had enough, and he just had a little bit more. Big Hanz seemed like he was trying to warm up that first round. Getting into that second round, Brooklyn Hanz, well, actually, before we even get into that, during the first round, right, there was a little like bump or whatnot. Brooklyn Hanz got upset at Big Hanz because Big Hanz stepped to him. He was like, yo, we do this. Like, we do this. So they had to actually stop the stream, y'all. They had to stop the stream. But with that being said, both fellas came back and both fellas finished the battle. But getting into the top of the second, Brooklyn Hanz starts off and he starts cooking. But then what happens with him is he loses his place. You feel me? He stumbles. Then when he stumbles, he just cuts his round. Solid, but this round right here is Big Han won this clearly. Big Hanz, he didn't win this just by default, y'all. He was talking. He had this H1. He said, I'm gonna come H1 and then N1. You got me talking flu epidemics. That's what we talking about. We talking about flu epidemic, sir. I caught that bar. That was super fire. And the 2K, I'm hitting everything like the sliders up. That was crazy. That was crazy. I'm not gonna say no more bars. I'm not gonna say no more bars. But with that being said, Big Hand won that second clearly. Now the battle comes down to this third. I believe that this round was very, very close from them both. This would have to be based off of preference. I'm kind of low key glad that I'm not a judge there. But as far as how I call it, this round was close, y'all. This round was very, very close. I actually gave it to Big Hand, y'all. I think Big Hand had enough. He had just a tad bit more. You feel me? More bars that were resonating with me than Brooklyn Hanz was. So I actually have it. I got Big Hand taking that third. With that being said, I got a 2-1 Big Hand. The judges, do their own thing, so I don't know what they're gonna say. But as far as here at Get Your Bars Up Media, I gave that second and that third round to Big Hand, and then that first round to Brooklyn Hanz. So this battle was dope, y'all. This is one of them battles this is how tournaments are supposed to be. They're supposed to be hard to call. No bodies, no none of that. Be like, have you coming down to preference, pulling your hair out, listening to bars, having to rewatch. This is what the tournament. All three of these battles so far have been fire to me, and they've been fire because they've been very hard to call, and all artists have came with it. But with that being said, yeah, I got a Big Hand. I got to get to this next battle. This your boy BA for Real 100. This is Get Your Bars Up Media. If this is your first time here, click that subscribe button. You rock with me, I rock with you. And if you out there hating just because you think I'm a new guy and you just now stumbled upon my page and I've been doing this for a minute, then all I can truly say is thank you for coming and get your bars up. Salute, subscribe, all that good stuff. Y'all tell me in the comment section who y'all got winning, and tell me, this was close. This one was super close. But anyways, we'll be back soon. Salute.